The Nintendo Wii is a mixed bag for a lot of people. Some thought that it was a huge waste of potential, having the next generation of Nintendo games be relegated to nothing more than a gimmicky children's toy, focusing less on gameplay and innovation, which Nintendo was known for back in the day, and instead putting their effort into But then there's people like me, who genuinely enjoyed the Wii and all of its quirks. We all remember our first time playing Wii Sports and how fun it was. But no matter your views on the console, one thing is for certain. The Wii Shop Channel, may it eternally find peace in the afterlife, was also a mixed bag. Oh, dang it. On one hand, we were able to finally relive all of our childhood classics, as well as play some amazing indie games. But on the other hand, there was this. Games that made it hard to sleep at night. So join me today as we slowly raise that nightmare meter and check out some weird Wii Shop WiiWare games. Let's kick this off with a game called Eduardo the Samurai Toaster. And if that name alone isn't enough to entice you to play the game, I don't know what will. Well, apart from the game itself, because it's actually a really solid title. In Eduardo the Samurai Toaster, we take control of Eduardo, who is a cute toaster, and apparently trains in the way of the samurai. Now, I don't have a strong grasp on the samurai way, but I don't think shooting Pop-Tarts out of your head was part of the training. Well, would you look at that? Guess I was wrong. The game is weird, but in a really good way. It plays like a 2D side-scrolling shooter, similar to Contra. There's even Pop-Tart power-ups that change the style of shooting your toaster will do, such as a triple burst or a machine gun thing. The art, however, is really what gets me. Every enemy and every stage has a papier-mâché feel to them, very similar to an old Japanese method of theater and storytelling known as kamishibai, which are essentially dramas and stories told through paper, figures, and crude drawings. And wouldn't you know, as the stages progress in this game, the background art gets more and more messy and crude. I don't know if there's some kind of deeper meaning to this. What I do know, however, is that I shouldn't be thinking this much about a game called Eduardo the freaking Samurai Toaster. Moving on to Chindochu Pol no Daiboken. So the demo starts up, and it looks like this is just gonna be some kind of Mario clone. Yep, why would you make a Mario-esque game on the Wii? This console is already home to many Mario games. So, we start up the game and we get a Mega Man-style intro to our enemy. Seriously. So, Cowboy Mario over here has a gun, and he has a mission to collect apples. For reasons. Oh no, those poor apples! And now the game is talking to me. That's just what I wanted. Randomly throughout the game, you'll get this voice possibly shouting advice or nonsense with this big flashy text. But hey, we finally approach our first enemy, and it's a kid wearing a reindeer hat. Oh my god, we're just gonna shoot them like that? Unprovoked? Don't you think that's a little messed up? Jesus! Wow! I'll be honest, I definitely didn't see that coming. You know what? Never mind. This game is completely in a league of its own. Can you honestly say that in Mario, it rains apple cores, there's a guy exercising who will throw you up in the air with his legs, an announcer who gets really hyped whenever he sees ramen, and you fight a lion that literally goes Super Saiyan? Didn't think so. Take that, Mario. Chindochu Pol no Daiboken was created and released by Sega, which I honestly think is hilarious. They got to make a Mario parody game and release it on a Nintendo console. That is some sweet, sweet revenge. You know, 20 years later. Speaking of Mario games that aren't exactly Mario but were still released on the Wii Shop Channel, we have Jet Rocket. No. Although, I wish. I said Jet Rocket. Hi, I'm Jet Rocket, Planetary Inspector.
Greetings from planet Earth. I'm Jimmy Neutron.
Oh, come on! He's even got that tall, swirly hair like Jimmy Neutron. Anyway, we take control of Jet Rocket and travel to other planets to help take care and sustain them. It's a pretty interesting concept, to be honest. Every planet's needs are different. You'll get told your mission via this talking dolphin, who is adorable. The objectives range anywhere from collecting coins, destroying a power plant, or racing. This is totally helping, I promise. Visually speaking, the game was obviously inspired by Mario Galaxy. I mean, the first stage looks exactly like the Honey Hive Galaxy, as well as all of the other subsequent levels. One thing oddly satisfying about the game, believe it or not, is the combat. Goodness gracious! It's strangely satisfying for a game focused on Jimmy Neutron. But enough of these kid games. I need something more brutal, something more mature. Let's see here. How about this one? Rage of the Gladiator. That sounds promising.
I am Master Yi. I was sent here to prepare you to fight.
Thank you, Master. However, I don't need training. How dare you disrespect me like that? Bring on my first opponent.
So you're the twerp I need a bash to get me some more mead.
Never mind. Send him back. Huh. Wait a second. A first-person fighting game where I need to read and dodge my opponent's attacks as well as give him either a right or left attack of my own? This is just a reskinned Punch-Out! Nice! I'm honestly surprised. It's not too often you see a game paying homage to Punch-Out. The game takes place in a medieval fantasy setting, so attacks can actually be more than just punches, such as with this abomination. He shoots fire. Cool. Oh, not cool.
Juicy.
Zombie Panic in Wonderland. Now, upon hearing that title, you might assume that this is some kind of horror game or something. That is until you go to the character select screen and see anime characters. Ooh-wee. So, this guy's got a sword, this girl's got a machine gun, and this one's holding a grenade while looking disturbingly happy. Once upon a time, in a city in the Kingdom of Wonderland. I haven't been to the city for such a long time. The shop is open. I'll buy the Kibidango they like so much. Huh? Is there anybody there? Gosh. Where is everybody? Huh? Oh, now I have a machine gun and I'm shooting zombies in this candy store. Oh, it's majestic. I just destroyed the store. My apologies. So this is Zombie Panic in Wonderland. You pick your character, which it actually turns out every single character is from a famous fairy tale, such as Snow White, Little Red Riding Hood, and Dorothy from The Wizard of Oz, just to name a few. Hence, where the Wonderland part of the game's title comes into play. I don't really know how to describe the gameplay. The game plays in 3D, but your character is stuck on this two-dimensional plane, only being able to move left and right. It can hinder some of your enjoyment, feeling fairly repetitive sometimes, but the game makes up for it with explosions and parkour and flamethrowers and destruction. It's a really fun arcadey experience, and I love the cartoony aesthetic the game has. Also, it's 2-player, so get a friend in on the action. Oh wait, there's more to the story? Ha 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 ha! Get off of my television right now! So, where do we honestly go from there? Enjoy your massage. A real game that at one point you could have spent real money on to have in your collection. Oh wow, she's so beautiful. Wait a minute, excuse me? What did the title screen say again? Ages 10 and up? Well, I guess it's honestly fine since all you ever really see are the girls' backs. So what we have here is essentially Simon Says. Certain sections on the girl's back will light up in a certain order, and you have to memorize the pattern and click on them. Such a deep and insightful game. Why would I continue to play this? Alright, here's the last game, and we're just gonna go all out. Muscle March! Take a good look. This was a real thing that was on the Nintendo Wii. This one is my favorite. Oh lordy have mercy, what have been cursed upon my eyes. So, there's a bunch of muscular men running in a line across town wreaking havoc. The game itself is actually fairly simple. The person in the front of the line will run through a wall doing a specific pose, and we the player have to mimic said pose using the Wiimote and nunchuck. Meaning yes, you will have to look just as ridiculous as these men. It's fairly basic. Their arms are up, your arms go up. Now that the gameplay is out of the way, what is literally everything else here? These guys decide to crash through an office because there were ducks crossing the street. The main story of the game, believe it or not, there actually is one, is that someone stole your protein powder, and whoever is in front currently has it. Such as this chrome-looking alien, who of course, we now must chase. Who are you? Why do you want protein powder? We'll never really know. But I'm dedicated to the cause now, and I'm gonna get you. I don't care how many classrooms I destroy, that protein powder will be mine. Oh, here we go. I'm running fast now. Thanks for the advice, Grandpa. So close. Nice, I got it. Oh, come on. So yeah, it's just a constant game of keep away. Once you take down a guy, boom, it's handed off to someone else. Until the final chase where you're literally in space on a ship. What? You know, protein powder is only like $30 maybe. This isn't really worth the chase. So yay! We catch the thief and finally get our supplemental method of consuming a more direct extract of protein molecules through a powdered substance that you mix with water, therefore containing less fat and calories as opposed to a more traditional method of protein intake. Listen, I know this stuff. I legit went to school and have a certification in exercise science and personal training. That's not even a joke. That's real. The real life Connor, I have that certification. That was going to be my career path. Now I talk about Nintendo games on YouTube. Where did I go wrong? Hey, it's Mario! You know what? This is actually alright.